So the main character, he gets to meet his bio sister and bio brother, and they're both in their mid-20s. They're, grown adults. They're already married and have kids. Like, his bio brother has 2 sons, and his bio sister has a daughter. And he finally gets to meet them, and he is very displeased with these. His father is obviously a humongous sexist who wants his daughter and daughter-in-law to do all the housework, everything, like treats them like they belong under his foot. His, sister-in-law does not take this very well and fights and argues with her father-in-law over, like, the main character is seeing a whole fight go on and has to sit there in the sidelines. Dude doesn't take it very well and gets up and leaves, like full on breaks a window to escape and get out of there because he cannot handle the sexism and the fighting that's going on. Like, he needs to get out of there because he's never been around something like this before. Also, when he was introduced to his brother, his sister, his in-laws, and his nieces and nephews, like, the way they treated him, like, they were like, oh, you're here, but doesn't even fully acknowledge him. They're just, like, seeing him there. Like, Like, the main character injures himself, can't go to a doctor because, again, most of the hospitals are closed, so he ends up going to the male lead's convenience store where the male lead takes care of him. And obviously the male lead's sister. This is also when he gets introduced to the male lead's quote-unquote older sister, like, sister figure. And the main character realizes maybe the male lead has feelings for his, older sister figure. Now, this could be just the main character's obsession and the Melly doesn't actually have feelings for her, but it does make the main character feel a little awkward to be around her. Luckily, she doesn't stay for very long, but I don't think she's going to be a bad person, and I don't think that the Melly actually has feelings for her, but you could tell me if I'm wrong. The main character's bio dad, he was not pleased about the broken window the main character used to escape. And he tells the main character that it needs to be taken care of and that the main character will have to pay for it, which is kind of understandable, but it's also obvious that he wanted to use the main character's bank account and has his eyes on the main character's bank account, the money the main character's adopted mother gave him. And so the main character had already figured that he would have to save that money, hold on to that money if he wants to make it to college. And I know that he probably will have to sooner or later get himself a part-time job to be able to keep some sort of money to himself. But he also fears that his bio dad will try to take his money. And I don't blame him because it looked like this man was about to start things and wanted to use the main character's bank account. And this is just the first step on getting the main character to give him money. I fear it. Also, I had fear that he was going to lay hands on the main character. And I will tell you this. If he laid hands on my precious baby, I would have thrown hands with him. I am not afraid to go against this man. I will beat him if he lays hands on my baby. And I can tell you I'll be screaming like bloody murder if he does, because I fear this. The moment he threatened to physically assault the main character, I fear that he would start doing it. It hasn't happened yet, but I fear it will. The male lead's mom is not great either. Like, women rather spend their money on her boy toys than on her son and daughter. Like, she even steals from their register to splurge on her boy toys, and she has several of them. And the male lead's like, hey, if it weren't the fact that you are spending money on these men, they would not spend any time with you. Think of that. Think of it. None of them actually want you for who you are. They want you for your money. Like, pick one. I wouldn't care if you just pick one. Like, this dude is having to handle his own mom's men. Like, they always come around and he has to handle them. He also has to hunt some of them down to tell them, hey, back the hell off of her. Leave her alone. Also, he has to break her lock on her door because she's threatened or attempted suicide, that she can't be trusted alone in her room with a lock. Like, this woman needs severe therapy and also needs to at least find someone that will treat her well and stop getting with men who are only with her for her money, or at least treat her children better. Like, she needs to treat her babies well because this little girl needs someone. At least she has her brother, but she needs at least another parental figure there to help her. Like, this poor girl is getting bullied at school, like full on chased down by her classmates and bullied, and was almost done something horrible to her by her own dad. And maybe the dad did horrible things to her mom too, and this is why the mom is like the way she is. But seriously, this woman needs to start parenting. So I was going to say this in the first video, but like what clicked me to getting this, yes, I was going to originally plan anyways to get it because it's a Dame. But also, what quickly got me to put it on my wish list and then sooner or later bought when it finally came out, and I had put it on my wish list months before it came out, was because the same name as the brother in Demonic Convention, like the main character's name is the same as that guy's name. And I got it for specifically that, and their personalities are almost exactly the same. Like, I feel like if he was in like a modern setting, his personality be exactly like the main characters. They both get very prickly, very upset, they have anger issues, they get into physical fights. Like, these two are almost exactly the same, and they have the same name, right? Like, the name is exactly the same. Like, when I was typing his name down on TikTok, it literally popped up, the brother from Grandmaster Demonic Convention. Like, I was utterly shocked by it when I first saw it. At first, I assumed, for some reason, when I first saw the name, I thought it was a new book series made by MXTX, but it was going to be in the brother, and I realized, wait, no, this is a modern setting, and then the name of the author was completely different. So I was super excited. Like, I was excited. Like, I really wanted to read this. I do love him. He's a very much a prickly little cat, this dude is. He's a prickly cat. And my lead sister, she's a cutie patootie. She had to have her whole head shaved because of her hairstyle that was ruined by the bullies. So her whole head had to be shaved. But, like, she's a cutie patootie. Like, she is playing Cupid. She's playing matchmaker. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose, but she is truly waving the fate between her brother and the main character. Like, every time she sees the main character, she goes to him and is like, and the Melly's like, can you spend time with her? Can you have a meal with her? Can you be with her? I know it's hard. She just is so caring. I know it will displease you, but please be okay with it. Just try being near her. And the main character's like, dude, I'm sick right now. Like, I'm not upset with her. I'm just sick. But yeah, like, they're having meals together, and it's typically because of her, full on her, that they're having meals together. Like, she's a cutie patootie. Also, her skateboard skills are amazing. Like, most of the time it's always mentioning her on her skateboard and swerving around everywhere, and the main character is even impressed with her skateboard skills. Also, when she was showing off her art to the main character, it was super cute. And the main character lied that it was great. He's like, her skills lays at being a skateboarder, not art, but he lied to her because he did not want to upset her. It seems like the Malleid is having nightmares about the death of his father and the last words his father said to him, and I'm really worried for him. Like, I am terrified of it. This man deserves to have therapy. Like, this man needs therapy and needs help. Someone give this man the support he needs. Also, the male lead, where his sister likes to skateboard, he likes to photograph, and most of his photographs are obviously of his sister on her skateboard. But he takes some photos of the main character, and the main character is like, show me the photos so I can delete them. But then he was highly impressed by the photos. And so he ends up sending the photos to the main character, and they start contacting each other through that. Like, it was super sweet. I really, really do love this series. It's so fun. Also, when the main character had broke the, glass window and escaped, the male lead gave him clothes to be able to go to a hotel and money, like cash, to go to a hotel and stay somewhere. Like, the male lead is so good to the main character. And when the main character went to school the next day, because the male lead, he skips school, he rarely ever goes to school, or he's late to go to school, and everyone was seeing the way the main character was dressed and recognized the fact that the main character was wearing the male lead's clothes. They kept asking him where the male lead was. Like, hey, since you were at the male lead's place, where is the male lead? Even the teachers were going up to the main character and be like, hey, since you're so close with the male lead because you're wearing his clothes, can you get him to come to school? Like, everyone's seeing what's going on, but they haven't.